We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. And we'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand one day. Deep in my heart, I do believe that we'll work hand in hand one day. And we'll break down the prison walls. We will tear down those prison walls. Together we will tear down the prison walls on that day. Deep in my heart, I do believe that we will tear down all those prison walls on that day. Deep in my heart, I do believe that we will tear down all those prison walls on that day. And the truth will set us free. The truth will set us free. Truth will set us all free on that day. And deep in my heart, I do believe that the truth will set us all free on that day. And we shall overcome on that day.
Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning and good riddance to the Zionists, to the zombies, and hopefully to Peter Lawwell and his patsy manager. Where do we go for here? Well, you give me a call. It's 0141 416 1888. The lines are open now. And if you need talk down off the ledge, then I think the old G-man and Beyond the Waves Desert, maybe he can help you do it. I think he's doing a show. As soon as the game was finishing, I was in there right away. Both were doing a show here at 11. So there you go. You can either listen to me or listen to him. You can jump in between. Celtic Fenian Fan Radio at its worst or finest. I'm the worst, he's the finest. Right. It could be worse. We could be sitting in a school in Gaza watching a game. Dear God, I mean, we think we're going to bad, we've just got horsed by a Polish team. You know, I couldn't even care about Celtic, to be honest, the way they played. I'm watching BBC News, I'm watching people getting carried away here and blood and everything. Smoke billowing.
I think that there is a...
This whole fucking thing's fucked. Anyway, it's a live show, we can talk about football. We can talk about anything. If you don't phone me, I'll certainly be phoning our Zionist friends again. For all good it fucking does. Psychops, any Zionist number, you know a person, pass a number this way. I might not be able to cheer us up about the football, but if I can fucking annoy a Zionist, if that puts a smile on all our faces, then hey, let's do it. If you get a Hun or a zombie that needs a fucking... I can't even be bothered with him. Right, here we go. If you're on the huddle board, hail hail. If you want a request, just get it in and out. Get your requests in, batter them in. We're here to entertain. Education, entertainment for the nation. Fuck the BBC. They're a mad paedophile-backed organisation, backing paedophiles and fucking nonsense. Get them to fuck. Yes. Turn off your TV and do something less crackpot instead. Listen to a half-wit like me. Tell 10 to tell 10, retweet to retweet. Yes, we're back. I think once you find I've done 2 shows in a row, I'm back with the addiction now. I'm a creature of habit. I'm back in the habit. 2 in a row. Fuck. Right, the point of no return. Take me there, immortal. Take me there. I think Celtic have took us all there.
It's that real this time around. Immortal Technique. Revolutionary Volume 2. It's on now, motherfucker. Lock and load. This is the point of no return, I can never go back. Life without parole, upstate, shackled and trapped. Living in the hole, looking at the world through a crack. But fuck that, I'd rather shoot it out and get clapped. I've gone too far, there ain't no coming back for me. Auschwitz gas chamber full of Zyklon B. Just like the Spanish exterminating Tainos, raping the black and Indian women, creating Latinos. Motherfuckers made me out of self-righteous hatred. And now you got yourself a virus, stuck in the matrix. A suicide bomber, strapped and ready to blow. Lethal injection, strapped down, ready to go. Don't you understand? They'll never let me live out in peace. Concrete jungle, guerrilla war out in the streets. Nat Turner with the sickle, pitchfork and machete. The end of the world, motherfucker, you not ready. This is the point of no return and nobody can stop it. Malcolm Little when he knelt before Elijah Muhammad, the comet that killed the dinosaurs, changing the earth. They love to criticize, they always say I changed for the worse. Like prescription pills when you misusing them, nigga. The Templar Knights when they took Jerusalem, nigga, and figured out what was buried under Solomon's temple. Al-Aqsa, the name is not coincidental. I know too much, the government is trying to murder me. No coming back like cutting your wrists open vertically. How could the serpent be purposely put in charge of the country? Genetic engineered sickness spread amongst me. My people are so hungry that they attack without reason. Like a fucking dog ripping off the hand that feeds them. Immortal Technique is treason to the Patriot Act. So come and get me, motherfucker, cause I'm not coming back. This is the point from which I can never return. And if I back down now, then forever I burn. This is the point from which I can never retreat. Cause if I turn back now, there can never be peace. This is the point from which I will die, succeed, live in the struggle. I know I'm alive when I bleed. From now on, it can never be the same as before. Cause the place that I'm from doesn't exist anymore. This is the point of no return, nigga, you better believe this. Mary Magdalene giving birth to the children of Jesus. The evolution of the world, bloody and dramatic. Human beings killing monkeys to conquer the planet. The kingdoms of Africa and Mesopotamia. Machine gun your body with depleted uranium. This is the age of microchips and titanium. The dark side of the moon, in contact with aliens. I started out like Australians, criminal minded, broke into hell, tore it down and built a city behind it. Southpaw, murderous methodology, nigga. Remember that I'm just a man, don't follow me, nigga. Cause once you pass the point, you can never go home. You gotta face the possibility of dying alone. So tell me, motherfucker, how could you die for the the throne when you don't even got the fucking heart to die for your own. It rains acid, one day the earth will cry from a stone, and you'll be looking at the world living inside of a dome. Computerized humanity living inside of a clone. This is the place where the unknown is living and real. Wormwood, the planet X, and the seventh seal. Universal truth is not measured in mass appeal. This is the last time that I kneel and pray to the sky, cause almost everything that I was ever told was a lie. This is the point from which I can never return, and if I back down now, then forever I burn. This is the point from which I can never retreat, cause if I turn back now, there can never be peace. This is the point from which I will die, succeed, live in the struggle. I know I'm alive when I bleed. From now on, it can never be the same as before, cause the place that I'm from doesn't exist anymore.
And hunger strike 1981 for Ireland's bravest man. We must be united and madly on the stand. England, you're a monster, don't think that you have won. We'll never be defeated while Ireland has such songs, and those 338 blockaders send brave young Irishmen play. On your head for justice, while the young lives have the way. For the rights as Irish soldiers, and to free her native land. They stood beside our leader, oh, the gallant Bobby Sands. Rowdy more choosing Malahi, Braver Preach in our last hills. In the narrow streets of Freeberry, they miss O'Hara still. They so proudly gave for young lives, to break the Tanya's hold. The names will be remembered as history unfolds. So read the roll of honor for Ireland's bravest man. We must be united and manly of the town. England, you're a monster, don't think that you have won. We will never be defeated while Ireland has such songs. Through the war-torn streets of Ulster, the black flags that sadly wave to salute 10 Irish martyrs, the bravest of the brave. John McConnell had to listen to the threats he would talk and say. They gave their lives for freedom with Thomas McElwee. Oh, Michael Devine from Freeberry, you are the last to die. With your 9 brave companions, with the martyr dead you lie. Your souls cry out, remember, our deaths were not in vain. So fight on and make our home now, a nation once again. scum, died of fear, will never again see the touching shore. Because they know they'll pay dear the raw leaving Ireland's bloody snow. In Crossmaglen, the fire burns through, the patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the bats cry, it will be the firing man from Crossmaglen. Here we go! P.I. P.I. P.I.R.A. P.I. P.I. P.I.R.A. In Crossmaglen, the fire burns through, the patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the bats cry, it will be the firing man from Crossmaglen. We'll not give up, or will we fucking so afraid, until Ireland's out of British hands.
Get them to
We'll
fuck.
never rest
We'll never
until we
rest
see
until we see
driven from our hand.
fuck the Zionists, the zombies,
The fire burns,
and the fucking Brits.
patriotic flame will never die. And when you hear the bats will cry, will be the fighting man from Crossmaglen. On your own and Crossmaglen. Come on, Carrickdale, let's make some noise. Well, everybody can do better and Crossmaglen.
We're going to continue on this time. It's a special request for some people down here.
Special request for any cunt, any request. The lines are open. It's 0141 416 1888. The white flag of surrender was raised by Ronnie Dyler's team. Dyler friend. I just knew the day when he was coming in with John Collins. Him and John Collins. Fucking pair of fannies. Let's see, hold on. Mountain Boy perspective. Cheers, Tommy. Yes, I'll try and give some perspective, Mountain Boy. Get them to fuck. 10 guitars for Dewey to Amarillo. Get you to fuck. And I've heeded Cardano Fenian's call. What a fucking night, Tommy. Get the revs on, mate. Wherever you go, mate. We'll start how we mean to go on, mate. If that cheers us up, then we'll fucking better batter it right on. Right.
16.
Rifles of the IRA.
The forces on the ground.
Hold on.
The orange.
Did anybody, I mean, last night I only saw just a little bit of it. Did anybody see the rifles of the Hamas last night? Did you see them going in and storming whatever compound it was? It was on Press TV. You just went in, you come running along, you see the thing in the distance, and then rat-a-tat-tat, and then back in the tunnel. Oofed. That's all I can say on that.
Of the
Oofed.
IRA.
The rifles of the Hamas were on Press TV. Fucking brutal. Fuck his Zionist cunts. Get him to fuck.
16. The forces on the ground. For to take the orange, white and green bombarded Dublin town. But in 21, Britannia's sons, they were forced to learn their pay when the blackened hands like lightning ran from the rifles of the IRA. When they burned their way through Munster and Midlandster on the right. In
daylight, you no fear. Then the court brigade with hand grenade in ambush waited lay on the UDR like lightning ran from the rifles of the IRA. When the towns they were got taken out the shot by a brave and a gallant crew. John Place, see Denny Lacey and Cumberry's gallant crew. Though we're not free yet, we won't forget until our dying day. How the SAS like lightning ran from the rifles of the IR. Let's hear you singing in
Oh, the IDF
the forces
ran from the Hamas.
the take white and green bombarded. But in 21, Britannia's sons they were forced to earn their pay when the black watch like lightning ran from the rifles of the IRA. Oh, we're not free yet. We won't forget until our dying day. For the DUP will never see the rifles of the IRA.
Hello?
הלו?
Ken. Ken.
הגעת למוקד פניות לשכת ראש הממשלה, במה אפשר לעזור?
What are you saying about it? Chucky Alar time? Did you watch a game, Hen? Ken.
סליחה?
Did you watch a game? Fucking hopeless, cunts were, weren't they?
סליחה?
Celtic, they were fucking pish, weren't they? What's your point,
אני לא
caller?
מבינה.
What's your point? Are you still out bombing the fucking Beit Hanun and Jabalia district? Away to fuck. Catch a grip, stop bombing the Wains. Come ahead if you want, I'll square go any fucking one of yous. You Zionist fuckers. Where's Netanyahu? Cuntinyahu.
אני לא מבינה.
Sorry, sorry, am I not speaking your language? Want me to speak slower? Hello?
אתה מדבר עברית?
Zionist fuckpigs, go home. I'll call back in a bit, right? You fuckers. I've calmed down. Yeah, that's fucking Satan Yahu's office. Hey? I've got fucking Satan Nahu. Fuck 'em. Dirty fucks. I could put on the Raging Hunter now, because I'm the Raging Tim. You want to hear the Raging fucking Tim? Name our fucking music. You've got the Raging Tim right here. Fucking Raging. Absolute fucking... Effie Ambrose get sent off. Was it a oh fucking hell! I never even seen that one. I went out at one each. I missed the first 2 goals. I was away and then Bournemouth came back. It was one each after about 15 minutes. I think I came back after 15 minutes. I seen the score. I went fuck. And then I went away and I came back at second half and it was 2-1. And then I heard them talking and they were going, "There's a player off." What the fuck? So Ambrose gets sent off?
That have shaped all our lives. Like the story of our streets, the story of us all.
Moria Estate, Scotland.
It's a nice view.
Edinburgh's Newtown. Sorry, I'm just watching there. Fucking what's this? The Moria Estate, Edinburgh land. Right. So Ambrose gets any 2 penalties. I'm on Mulgrew. People should be getting fucking chased here. See if Celtic fans had any buzz, there'd be people standing at Glasgow Airport with fucking Palestinian flags with a fucking welcoming committee. Right, I've got a motor, let's go and do it. I've got the Palestinian flag and the fucking scarf, let's go and do it. Beaton out, Lawwell out. Right, here's somebody going to calm me down. Are you coming to calm me down here or what?
Okay, how you doing?
Right, stay there. I'm going to just put a tune on, I'm going to calm down with something similar to a Mellow Birds, right? And everybody else who's better do the same, mate. Calm us all down, right? Back in 2. 4 minutes, right?
Sorry, Cap.
Right, folks, thanks very much. We remember 3 brave volunteers now from Belfast who were gunned down on the streets of Gibraltar.
with an ambitious plan to continue the struggle, flee Ireland. Ornate Farrell, Sean Savage, and Daniel McCann, and they died on the streets of Gibraltar. Midnights have been watching, they followed each one. They knew they were dead, long had they gone. We'll give them no warning and no chance to run. For all three, they must die on Gibraltar. And sad are three homes in Belfast now. All Ireland shares their sorrow as they walked in the sun. Timber strew their gun, and they died on the streets of Gibraltar. The SAS stood there, so proud of their deeds. Three more freedom fighters lay dead on the streets, like the 8 local martyrs in ambush did meet. But our three far away on Gibraltar were laid whilst in prison. We watched you with pride. True to all you believed, for this you died. With 2 fine volunteers, Dan and Sean by your side. Apart, I was died on Gibraltar, and sad our three homes in Belfast now. All Ireland shares their sorrow as they walked in the sun, timber and strew their guns, and their blood stained the streets of Gibraltar. It happened each time that a volunteer dies. They scream not the truth, but a cover-up lies. But we know what happened, although it's denied. They planned their 3 deaths on Gibraltar, and sad our 3 homes in Belfast now. All Ireland shares their sorrow as they walked in the sun, timber and strew their guns, and their blood stained the streets of Gibraltar, and they died on the streets of Gibraltar.
Right, Farrell, Sean Savage, Daniel McCann.
Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. Do not stand at my grave and cry when Ireland lives. I do not die. A woman's place is not at home. The fight for freedom, it still goes on. I took up my gun until freedom's day. I pledge to fight for the IRA. In Armagh jail,
We're going to play the full version later.
I serve my time.
We'll play the full version later. Something as beautiful as that.
Strip searches
We're just playing a lead up now.
a British cry.
Lovely, lovely, beautiful. Mairead Farrell. Right, so without further ado, yeah, there's a programme on the now. I'm actually a half hour ahead because I jumped onto the BBC Northern Ireland 972. The Scottish one starts in 20 minutes. It's actually got, yeah, the Murray thing. I see a wee bit of there, the Charlotte Square, where all Minty Boys resides, didn't he? Right, without further ado, I'll get the parrot on here. And the lines are open for you to join in. It's here, it's free. A 1-ring sting, we can get you back on. It's 0141.
Hello?
Parrot, listen, I'm just giving the numbers out for anybody out there that can come on and join in and opine their shite or their wisdom. It's 0141 416 1888. Were you at the game, caller? Are you in Warsaw? Were you there, or did you just watch it on a dodgy stream?
I tell you what, I mean, the fantastic country of Poland gave us a Holy Father, and we gifted him Charlie Mulgrew the night as a return, didn't they? No, mate, I didn't watch it. I just listened to it on the radio, mate.
What channel was it on the radio? Where was it on the radio?
It was on Radio Scotland, mate.
It was on. It was on the FM Radio Scotland, aye.
Aye. You know, it's bad when Billy Dodge is sticking up for Celtic, don't you?
That's how I missed it then, because when I was dropping the Wayne off, she was fucking hang me. Oh, that's how I missed the fucking thing with them, because when I went out, I went in to listen to it on Radio Scotland Medium Wave, and it wasn't on, it was all the fucking Empire Games, and I thought, oh fuck, and every time I came back it was 2-1, it was raging.
It jumped, I'd checked on the iPhone, the wee radio app I've got, and it said they were doing the commentary, but they were in Warsaw at 7:30, and then they jumped away back to Glasgow for the Empire Games, and then about 2 minutes before kick-off they kicked back. It wasn't bad commentary, to be honest. Obviously the game wasn't the best, and I was seeing people were putting the goals up on Twitter, etc. mate, but aye, such is life, eh?
I know, mate, I know. I mean, there's worse things going on in the world, mate, for us to...
Of course, mate, I mean, that's what I was going to say. Before we talk about the incidentals of fucking millionaires kicking a football about and working class folk fucking surrendering their souls and their lives and their livelihoods to go and follow them. I mean, the Gaza situation, since we've last spoken, I believe the Israelis have knocked out the only main power station, haven't they?
I know, mate, I know. It's fucking brutal, mate, brutal.
I've seen somebody retweeting the fact that, you know, that there was a certain Twitter account in Gaza saying, well, this would be my last tweet because, you know, there's no electricity. And that's the only way, I mean, that's the only censorship they've got in modern social media now, isn't it? You know, you can just hope that, you know, the good folk or a fucking journalist or whatever can get battery packs and get some sort of network, mate. It's absolutely appalling. I've seen a statistic, actually. And obviously, you know my background, I always see the dark, cynical side. I know people are more politically analyse things. The company that actually makes the drones that the IDF are employing at the moment over the Gaza, since the 8th of July, Tommy, their shares have went up 8%.
Who is it?
No, from the 8th of July, their shares have went up 6%. I'll DM you, mate, or I'll email you the company. It was in an article of, I mean, basically what you're witnessing is, you're witnessing it's a live arms show, isn't it? I mean, you remember when, you're probably old enough to remember the Israeli conflicts in the 6-day wars, etc., when the Soviet bloc materials were tested against the Western materials that were sold, and these were like sparring matches to prove, you know, if World War III happens, what's the durability of our equipment going to be? And then it didn't really prove ethical for, once the Soviet Union sort of dissolved a wee bit, it didn't prove ethical for the United States to be cleanly seen supplying Israel with weaponry like the F-15 Eagle combat aircraft. So as we talked about the last time, apartheid got involved, you know, when nobody would touch South Africa, the South Africans, the French and the Israelis got together and developed supersonic aircraft, etc. So I mean, everything that's going on now, you can only prove a product by actually showing it working. Hence, you know, you see Top Gear when somebody buys a BMW, the new 8 Series, somebody will be turning about a fucking a circuit track at 150 miles an hour, proving the durability and the stability of the vehicle. Much the same with any combat equipment. The only thing you're not going to take anybody's word on it. By the way, that will kill 1,000 folk at 200 feet. These sick fuckers want to see it actually working, and that's what's happening now, mate. So, head of the industry and the dark forces of industry and worldwide ministers who are pies in every finger of defence companies will be making a lot of money out of this. And unfortunately, the good folk of Gaza are just, I believe a UN school's been walloped, anywhere else in the world, I remember, especially the Balkan, etc., if anything of the UN was touched or damaged, there was an international protest, soldiers flown in and exclusion zones set up, and the perpetrator was basically dragged to the Hague for war crimes.
Aye.
So, and the other side, these hawks in the Israeli parliament, they're getting away with murder because nobody's stopping them and telling them that they can't.
I know, mate, I know. It's a fucking bad state of affairs,
and as I say, the only unless a nation, unless a government who's been supplied by people who make money off the arms industry and other fucking dark things, unless they get a pet of balls and stop it, the only way it's going to, unfortunately, going to be sorted out or negated is the fact that the Israeli casualty figures will just get too high.
I know.
Which, God forbid, but how many poor innocent folk like Gaza is that going to take to negate these sort of skills, mate, So, it's no good, mate, at all, you've probably seen Jon Snow's been tremendous, mate, isn't he? The stuff when he had that fucking Israeli spokesman on the telly, then he just tore him a new one. I believe tonight, this is a bit more relevant for folk in Scotland. I've seen the Herald retweeted tonight the fact that there's going to be a Jewish show at the Edinburgh Festival. And there's folk there tonight.
Seen that in the huddleboard there, I get cancelled.
Aye, so it's a hard one, mate. Just to put a light in it, mate, for sake, we're all had a rough night, but it's got that bad, mate. I picked up a jar. I was out with Arthur the other week and I'm getting a jar of coffee. And I picked up a jar of Mellow Birds and I'm like, I've never actually checked to see where this is made. My heart was in my mouth in case it was Tel Aviv Chief. I was going to go into the hard gear, the Go Blend or something,
I think the code is on the barcode, is it 729? Is the Israeli code 729 is the code there? It's there, I'm sure it's pretty...
Or your Celtic season ticket, which supports Ryan is, mate, the boardroom and playing staff,
I know, mate, I know.
But only football matters, the assessor team tonight, that guy's played two cameo roles for Cardiff. He arrived, Solskjaer signed him from Norway in January. He's had 2 cameo appearances, and then he's pumped right into a Celtic Champions League team. What does that say to the guys that are on the bench?
Mm-hmm.
And there's two...
Do you rate the manager? Do you rate him first? There's some amount of people on that huddleboard. I was scanning through it. There's some amount of people saying get rid of him already. Do you rate him? Would you get rid of him? First of all, it's not his fault, really. Well, it is in a way for what he's done, but what I'm saying, in the bigger picture, it's not his fault. So, he's just there as a patsy again, like any other manager for the fucking fannies that are in above him, isn't
he? I think he's meant to probably... It's probably if he was in Scotland, that'd be equivalent to like the Arbroath manager getting a Celtic job in it.
Yeah, as big as that.
The Norwegian league, and when you remember when Mourinho won the UEFA Cup against us, and nobody touched him after that. His stock was high. Everybody know who's this, and then the following season he won the Champions League with Porto. And then boom, that was him at Chelsea. And you look at your man, you look at the calibre of the manager the Portuguese boy, number 2, AVB, who was at Porto, he did all right, and then he got moved to Chelsea, which was a disaster, and then he went to Spurs, and that was a disaster. I honestly don't know with this guy, because you can't fault the guy for being given the job, but the thing that really stickens, and this will be the thing. I've not talked to you. I was on Celtic Dreams as Big G gets his name. periodically, but Roy Keane had the Celtic job, Tommy, and had accepted it. And the press conference was on the Monday morning. And then on the Sunday night, he received a phone call saying that Lobble couldn't work with him. And he was letting it be known that it would be awkward with Lobble working with Roy Keane. And Roy Keane went, right, that's fine, we'll call it quits, and never took the job. And Ronnie, obviously, who was being lined up as a number 2, and that was him pushed out of the role because probably Celtic panicked, mate, you know. And listen, I'm realistic to realise the way world football is and the amount of money that players are going for. I mean, I think that big boy, the big boy for Chelsea's big Luaka's just signed for Everton for £28 million. I know we can't get players like that and that, but you know, the club's been on a gradual slide. See, I mean, the 125 is going to be it's going to be the pinnacle of it. But we look at the team tonight. Big Fraser's away. Basically, the best Twitter account for football is a guy called Agent Edward. The guy is just, he's 99% of the time English football. Doesn't delve in anything else. Been talking about Vidal got to Man United for months. He puts up his evidence. And he basically said tonight at 7 o'clock that Southampton had agreed with a keeper and a centre-half. But I don't think it's Van Dijk, or they might bring Van Dijk in a later time. So we've got our keeper there tonight knowing that he's leaving. I don't like Craig Gordon, right, but Craig Gordon's there for a longer time, and although Big Foster done his tournament and probably saved us with the penalties, etc., you need 11 guys out there who are just focused on playing for Celtic. No knowing, right, this is my final soiree at the end of the season, I'm off. I mean, Van Dijk, he's been found out again. And guys like, no disrespect him, guys like Mulgrew and Caio and all that. And that's how I feel sorry for the manager, because he's been put in there. He's been handed guys like Bo Richter, guys like Pookie, who knew Lennon to be bad. That was a John Parks signing. You never had a clue. So the club's got all these players that nobody's really going to realistically take on the wages unless Celtic supplement them.
You see, the whole thing is underpinned by the wrong ethos, and hell fucking slap it into them. Hell fucking slap it into them, because it's all ran, right, by the filthy fucking dime. They're chasing the dime. So, I mean, we spoke about it the other night. They're selling their soul, but God for that near beat on, right? I mean, they've got no fucking credibility, they've got no heart, they've got no fucking nothing about them, mate, and they're just chasing whatever the money is, and that's all they're chasing. So if they can think they can get a few fucking million, a $500,000 or $5 million here, they'll fucking bring the cunt in, mate. It's a joke.
See when you're live at the huddle board there and the lads in the chat room, you can check something out. I seen that in there earlier on. You know, I've got about 5 boys in my chat room, my Twitter that have, they've wrapped it, just disillusioned with everything that's going on there, in the politique of the organisation, etc. Now they're saying that, I sent JP an email, and quite graciously sorted out for us that I don't receive any information or letters for Fergus ever again. But supposedly now, there's letters have been sent out to potential season ticket holders who haven't renewed yet, saying, if you renew now, they're going to give you that game next week. The one that's season ticket holders for £20 taken out of their account today. Yesterday. They're being told now, if you renew now, you'll get that ticket in your season ticket.
So it just shows you, so they're panicking, mate. They're panicking and they've not got a clue, because a move like that, I mean, it just shows you they've not got a clue, because you just don't do that shit, mate, because you're just causing more fucking problems. You just fucking...
No, you look at last year, because they got away with it in the last couple of years. And listen, we know ourselves, when Celtic Park operated under the standing area days, the jungle, the Celtic end, etc., there was unemployment gates or whatever, they'd have an issue. You'd want a big crowd and all that. But when people start questioning, you're buying your season ticket at the start of the year and you're scrimping and scraving, I know you're suddenly on that all these specials are flying out. And then if you question it, saying, well, why is that ticket that price if I'm paying that? You don't mind people getting in cheaper, but why is a season ticket holder never getting anything as a benefit? And you're told, well, you're a season ticket holder, you'll get your Champions League tickets, but there's folk opportunists sitting back and they get what they want, etc. So what's going to happen, God forbid, if Celtic go to Europe next week, and this magical, mythical number of 30,000 season ticket holders that's all it's there, what's that going to go down to 15,000? We're there in the basement.
Would they begin to? We don't drop into anything. No, we don't drop into anything. Do we?
The loser of the next tie, the loser of the tie goes into the qualifiers for the UEFA. You know,
we're out, mate. That's our level, mate. That is our level. That's where we're going to, mate. There you go. You're going to see.
I don't know. I mean, it's 4-1 tonight, but obviously that team missed 2 penalties. If I had been 6-1 coming back to Celtic Park, you know, and they're sitting there and they played a cracker, but saying, oh, well, you know, they're no Celtic's class, but you're looking at that Celtic team. And Mel Amon, by the way, God bless that wee boy McGregor, nearly fucking papped out the team, the grun last year by fucking Lennon. You know, but sent down to England and they were going to... Wolves were desperate to get him, mate, in a swap deal. And whoever...
I remember speaking about him last season, mate, because I seen him on the wee thing, mate, and I remember watching him one night when I was doing the show and he looked apart and somebody went, he played brilliant. It was just after that, remember the Dublin trip, because he played there. I was like, it was, do you know who was talking? It was the boy fucking Tony Cassidy, that's right. I remember the boy Tony Cassidy who came on and was opining about him as well, and we just let him go. I
was at the Youth Cup final a couple of years ago with Tony. Me and Tony sat in the main stand at Hampden and we watched Darrell Fisher and McGregor and that, and they were brilliant, you know, and we're like, well, these boys could go into something. But, you know, fair play to that boy tonight, rolling up his sleeves and getting tore in and getting a wee goal, mate. But there's too many there now, Mulgrews and Carrials and big, don't get me wrong, right? Big Ambrose is Big Ambrose. He's going to make the occasional fuck up, etc., mate. But, you know, I mean, the games against Barcelona and all that, see when he's in form, see when the team's playing well, mate, you don't realise how good that boy is. But
yeah, I'm just cutting in here, I just updated this, came out just about half an hour ago. There's Ronnie Dealer. Hold on, if I pull this out, hold on.
Easy goal, and from there I think we lose our heads and started to lose the ball in the center of the pitch so many times, and also that we didn't stay together in the back four. So they get over us and get easy chances, and in the end they also get the penalty and of course now the red card, and that's was then a totally different match in the second half. Second half I think we started okay, but again in many situations
we've made, the bottom line is, right, we've made a mistake, and it's not the first cut isn't always the deepest. The first cut isn't always the deepest. We might think that now by getting rid of him it's a bit of a shock reaction, but everybody knew Davy Moyes wasn't right for fucking thing and then he shouldered on, so why should we fucking shoulder on with a fucking thing, mate?
Do you know think who was the gentleman who was it, Claudio Ranieri? You remember he took over at Chelsea?
Aye.
Remember he didn't speak that much. He didn't speak very good English, didn't you know? You remember the wee guy that was his commentator, his interpreter? He didn't speak Italian. He was making stuff up. That's what that fucking manager sounds like here, didn't he? I seen the club Twitter feed after this all time, mate, and I don't know. I was probably rightly or wrongly. I mean, Mowbray was parked out the door, right? And Neil Lennon should have got his fucking jotters after that Ross County game, mate. If it hadn't been for what he was and who he was and all that, before he turned into the suit taker he is, before he did that, mate, he should have been fucking parked out his arse and all. We're too big a club to fucking go down their routes, mate.
But hold on. I need to shoot that down, mate. We're no that big a club now.
No, the fans are, mate. I'm not talking about the fucking board. The fans are
Celtic are a part-time operation, mate. Celtic are a part-time fucking operations run by fucking spivs, mate. The fact that we always look, right, it's because we're being bred that way now by these fucking muppets there with the propaganda to only look across to the other side and judge ourselves by fucking name. Now we fucking are there, we can't see it. These spivs are in there and all they give a fuck about is how much money they take for themselves and how much money they can fucking
Tommy, you know, you've got a year in me, right, and I never renewed, and don't get me wrong, I was dying to fucking get Wallop tonight. I've got too much respect for the people on my timeline who they'll be there next week, right? Because you know what, they'll fucking go and see Celtic, and God bless them for doing it, right? And I'm too cynical and all that. But what gets you is these folk who jump in the high horse saying, oh, well, you know, Celtic through and through. Enough's a fucking enough here. That boardroom is beyond fucking content, mate. Somebody, it might take a fucking, it might need to be a Russian bull there, or if you can get one of your old pals that were like Craigie that was going to take your fucking iPops, you know. Somebody's got to go in there, mate, and clear the place out. Because I tweeted tonight, Dermot Desmond doesn't go to Royal Ascot with a fucking Blackpool donkey, mate.
Who's got that cunt's number? Somebody must have his number.
Right, he doesn't do that, right? And at the same time, he doesn't do that. So why does he turn up with a team of Johnny come latelys and fucking bad buys that nobody else will touch must up with to the door? And it's that people, I think even, you know, I checked tonight and there's God forgive me, right? There's a few apologists or people who will always find that gleaming 1% the Celtic report, and they've got quite big Twitter accounts, etc. And I analysed all them tonight, and quite a lot of them there saying, you know, something's not fucking right here. We're bringing like.
But hold on, Parrot. Hold on, just to rehearse, right? Just to go back just a few minutes. You said you're a year behind me, right? I'd like to just re-emphasise when I lost faith in Lawwell and the board. Right,
when
it wasn't a year ago.
Was that actually even been good? I thought off, mate.
No, mate. No, where you go. It was actually when they won the 3 fucking leagues, mate. See. I mean, as each league went by, I mean, even to lose one, we handed it. I mean, just to give them that extra lifeline, to sit back, everything that they've done, not just in the last 2 years, but in the last fucking 5 to 10 years. Since that cunt Lawwell, and that's all as far as sorry for using this language, mate, but as far as I'm concerned, he's just a degenerate fucking spiv cunt bastard, mate. He's on the take.
Who's now a full member of the SFA board?
Fuck him, mate. He's a fucking cunt, mate. What he's done to
Just
Celtic,
like Jim
mate.
Farry, he doesn't like completing Celtic fucking transfers, mate. That's how he's probably there.
So, fuck him, mate. He's a degenerate fucking spiv, mate. He's no better than fucking Imran Ahmed or fucking any other cunt for Rangers. The fact is that he's got better patter and he can fool murder the people. So fool all the fucking Celtic fans. We deserved that. And here, do you know what? I was fucking half wanting it to happen, mate. That's how bad I've turned, mate. The fact that we've got fucking Zionists there, I was like, do you know what? I'm not even fucking caring. I've got what more things to fucking worry about and be upset about than Celtic fucking losing. Like, to be honest, mate, I've sat here fucking greeting all day, even more. Every fucking day it just gets worse in Palestine, you know what I mean? And so, personally, when the game came on, I'm sat like that going, who gives a fuck about it, mate? And I sat actually going, you know, I'm not giving a fuck about it. And if we do get beat, then fucking hell slap into all the cunts who are out there fucking giving it all fucking the Celtic family and Lawwell and all this and that. This is something that has been put off for years just because Rangers have not been there to fucking slap us about a bit. You know what I mean? So we've all got arrogant about it. All the cunts have got arrogant about it and think, oh, we're the tickets, we're the number 1 team in Scotland. We've been run by fucking the same amount of fucking spivs as those cunts. And the difference is there's fucking too many dafties in Celtic to fucking accept it and do it and change it. We should be out there fucking demonstrating. Celts for change should have been done years ago, mate. When they cunts won that league, when they were bankrupt, they should have fucking changed it then, mate. 5 years too late, fucking clowns.
I mean, I remember the day old Watty went back and it was a coup. He took Kenny McDowell and then he signed Kevin Thompson and all that. I was in a boat, I was in a tank, I'm down in tank cleaning, and I remember I get the Glasgow Herald that day and I went, oh, what the fuck's this? And I was walking with a wee balloon and I went, oh, what do you make of this?
Do you know what day that was? That was on the 5th.
It was a Monday night, I think, if I remember rightly.
Oh, the time they get beat by Kaunas, when they get beat by Kaunas, it was the 5th of August. And within 3 weeks, they'd spent all the fucking money on that Kevin Thompson and Bagheera and fucking, they spent, and they never even had the money to do it, and the banks were foreclosing. I mean, that money that they spent on that, they shouldn't have been fucking allowed to spend it. But anyway, fucking, but and then Celtic, the way Celtic, I mean, Celtic they've not, it's not been run on a proper football basis for a fucking decade. It's not in a real walk today, mate. It's not been run.
There's a rant coming about here, isn't there now? I mean, because you're seeing some fucking zombies saying, oh, the old money and all that, and you're sitting going, they're no, see, apart from the Champions League money, Celtic's not very good with money. You know, I mean, how much did they have to pay Bangura after to get him out the door? and all these players that were part of half their contracts, mate. You know, it's going to be a very interesting time. It's a shame because maybe fat guy Ronnie had got in last year. You know, and listen, you can't fault that guy. He's given the opportunity.
No, but hold on, you say maybe get in. That guy, he shouldn't be there because he's just a yes man. He's a puppet man. You just said it there. So taking us back to that, because I meant to ask you when you said that. So when Keane was offered the job, was that coming through Desmond? Desmond had done the deal with him, and he went back to Lawwell, and Lawwell had come down and said to him, is that how it went?
My understanding is from my usual fucking black hackney sources is that everything was agreed and that Keane would only deal with Desmond because Desmond approached him. And he says, well, I don't deal with anybody else. I want a player, you get me a player and whatever. And obviously, right, and there was folk that probably didn't fancy Roy Keane. Quite understandably, you know. Don't get me wrong, the initial success at Sunderland propelled him up into the Premier League, great. Signed some great players, signed some Snyders. It sort of fizzled out a bit. I think the Irish owner sold out to an American gentleman who didn't fancy Keane, and it all fizzled out. And then Keane had a wee bit of time in the wilderness. Then Keane went to Ipswich and signed a few of these old players like Carlos Edwards that he'd had at Sunderland. Just didn't work out for him, mate. He'd spent a bit of money, etc. And then he was out and he was ready to come back. You know, but you know yourself, mate. He's a man to like your Martin O'Neill's or your Brian Cloughs and all that. He's not for coffee. They go in and they know what they want. They don't pee. And fair play, I mean, you know yourself, the Martin O'Neill years were great, but Martin left is fucking nothing. I remember my old man.
That's when, hold on, can I actually just jump in? Would you identify when actually the decline started? I mean, Lawwell came in. I remember, was that Brian Quinn? He's called Martin O'Neill our esteemed manager. I remember a taped conversation that got out. But since then, I mean, it's been run like the KGB.
There's certain managers like Harry Redknapp his whole life where Harry wants money and Harry gets money and Harry buys players and Harry will get you success, but don't look for Harry to build your dynasty. I mean, he's proven that. He's at QPR now and he's buying players and then he'll wheel and deal. I mean, Martin O'Neill did that. Martin O'Neill did come in, did tremendously well, but Martin O'Neill is a season-to-season man, you know. I mean, there wasn't many youth players broke through under Martin O'Neill, but listen, we were playing great football and things were going great. We didn't really worry about it. We were at zenith in our time as supporters. And then obviously when Lawwell came in, that was fucking Mark Murray. And then Gordon Strachan came in working under a remit for less money. No, I seen it may have been the Frank McAvaney boy account, the parody one. He was saying that Celtic's plans or Lawwell's plans now was to get everybody on the maximum at the club $15,000 a week, which is commendable in Scotland because that's probably a decent enough wage for everybody if you're just playing in the Scottish League. But in Europe it's absolutely fucking peanuts, and the fucking chief executive will be on more than your captain, which is just preposterous. I mean, I'm all for downside, and I'll accept the club to be just a team that will win the Scottish League and have a run in the UEFA Cup. But don't tell everybody we're a Champions League outfit and pay fucking Champions League wages to our fucking Zionist board. That's the problem, mate.
I'm just sending a wee message to some kind of...
Now, listen, that boardroom can be sitting there, right? Now, there's an element in that boardroom that's chasing an element of your support away for their politics and for being bucket hat wearers and being rascals and putting up a banner. We've seen that Liège team tonight. I mean, they're known for putting fucking swastikas up. So if they bring a swastika to Murrayfield next week, which I hope they don't, I'd like to think they would, but if they do, it would show up the light of... We've seen hopefully that the Celtic fans that were attacked today are all right. You know, there's horrible stories about banners being robbed and fans being attacked in pubs and all that. You know, this is proper hooligans. This is proper Eastern European ultras. So all these fucking scare stories that the Scottish press and Celtic exaggerate because they don't like the politics have an element of our support. You know, when the tremendous night at Motherwell, and that when a few seats get damaged and there was a few smokes let off, and oh my God, these hooligans and thugs. Police Scotland will know exactly all about it next Wednesday when an organic local support of Polish supporters based in probably even as far away as London travel under the radar without passports up to Edinburgh for that game, and then you'll see a game on, mate. You'll see proper fans, you know, and the absolute cheek of Celtic charging our supporters £20 for that game. and still to be expected to travel under their own steam to that stadium is absolutely preposterous, mate. I mean, the chief executive and the board, etc., will be sitting there, that squad will be sitting there the night. You know, there'll be guys in that team that have done all right tonight, there'll be others that have done absolutely nothing, but they've been there 3 years and got away with doing nothing and nothing's happened to them because they can't get dropped. Because the previous manager couldn't see by them, and this new manager's not really getting to replace him by because the squad's in the bones of its arse. So, Tommy, if me and you's painter decorators, my fucking shite, mate, but the guy's getting anybody else to employ him because there's a job every week, are we really going to increase my work ethic?
I'm just posting, somebody fucking put something on there with the huddle board. I'm just posting a wee snidey fucking thing back at the cunt. Right, sorry, I'm listening to you, bro, I'm listening to you.
Nah, so but interesting, mate. I mean, it's a big... I wasn't expecting much in Europe, to be honest, this year, but I didn't think it would be as bad as it is so soon. But as we Paulie said earlier on Twitter, mate, do we want to scrape by this team? Scrape by the next leg, secure £8 million, and then get Real Madrid at Parkhead? What would they take half us? Do we want to be reduced to being one of these separate style teams that lost 14-0 at home, mate?
That's the way we are, mate. Be fucking... I mean, why would any Celtic fan want us to go to the Champions League, mate, after what happened last season? I mean, be serious about it. I'm sitting here going, I hope we get beat tonight, because if we get the Zionist fuckwits on the board and dirty fucking cunts have ruined a club that I used to love for fucking part of my life now, I fucking despise it because of the way the cunts have ran it to the fucking dogs. So I'm sitting here, not giving a fuck about whether we win, lose or draw, because I'm worried about fucking poor wee bastards are getting fucking massacred in another part of the world.
There's no ethics there though, Tommy. I mean, there's organisations like the Celtic Trust have tried to do, they won't pay the minimum wage. You know, the contempt of both of the support. The contempt,
the collusion with the state, mate, the way they've treated Celtic fans, mate, for too long. They're just fucking scum of the earth in there, mate. They're absolutely scum of the earth. And so, see, the only thing that matters to them is the bottom line. And you know, the only thing that fucking matters is the money to those cunts. So, we've not got Champions League, so ha, Lawwell, go and balance the book, go and spin all your fucking plates and juggle about, and then report to your bosses how much a fucking cunt you've made it. Because that's all he's fucking done at Celtic, made an absolute cunt.
Everybody congratulates him on every year and his performance and the Champions League and all that. I mean, it's a given that, you know...
It was an embarrassment last year, let's be honest with you. I mean, that's what I was thinking. What's the point is to go through? What's the point is to go through to the Champions League to get fucking horsed like a bunch of diddies? I mean, what a fucking embarrassment that was, mate. I mean, and if we were to even be foolish to think that you're going to get through into this year's Champions League, I mean, fuck's sake, but if we were, I mean, the horses would be get, like you say, like fucking sit, we would have been beat fucking 10-0. We get Barcelona, imagine we get Real Madrid, Bale, fucking Cross.
That'd be like, if they get through, that would be the only time I'd go to Parkhead this year. I want to go to a few away games. When the
they've done us a favour, mate. They've done us a favour, because if that team would get through to the Champions League, mate, I mean, the fucking defeats would have been fucking epic there. I mean,
St. Pat's had Dublin were minutes away from beating that Polish team 1-0 away in the last leg. I mean, this is putting it into comparison here, and obviously the Poles get their act together and gubbed them in Dublin, unfortunately. But this is a problem. But Tommy, if me and you running Celtic, right, and you're turning up, now, immaterial of what's going to happen next week, right, if things don't go the way maybe, I ended up with for Celtic men, you like to see them get through, right? So we say they get through. If they don't get through, which I don't want, that stadium goes down to 25,000 folk hit it every week. How can that guy, as a chief executive, sit there and say he's performing in his role? Because there's no product on the park and there's nobody watching it. You know, there's been pie in the sky stuff announced. There was going to be safe standing, which has been knocked back. I think there's a meeting, the next meeting on that's 8th of August. That was the thing that they were really going to hard sell, was the fact that in section 110, 111, 112, that's where the section was going to be for folk to stand it, and they were going to sell that, and that was going to be the catalyst to get everybody moving in there, and they'd be juggling the seats. It's been knocked back. They were going to put a fan zone in where the car park was. That's been knocked back now, with licensing and all that. Nothing's changed apart from a couple of bricks out the front, mate. Sold were sold to the fucking Empire Games. And while we're on that, enough fucking Celtic bashing, even I get fed up bashing them. Usain Bolt, you know what I mean? See if the alleged comments that guy made. Of course, he's 100% right. The Olympic Games will always be better than the Commonwealth Games. The reason being is the Olympic Games is a celebration of sport worldwide. The Empire fucking Games is just countries that were fucking butchered and dominated by fucking good old England, and then they've been invited back to pay lip service and run about. You know, I'd see it, the Olympics is more the original Greek method, whereas for me the Empire Games is more like Colosseum Roman Games, you know, the conquerors getting all the gang back together and all that. Fucking preposterous, mate, you know what I mean? And Usain Bolt's probably he's only been dragged back because he's sponsored by Virgin, and they've told him, listen, you probably £1 million a year, the same way Puma do, and you've got to perform at these games. I mean, how fucking embarrassing is that? I've got it in my telly, right? They're sitting there, you're trying to promote your fucking youth and healthy living, and you've got these fucking athletes or Chef de Michon sitting there talking about how great the games are. They're sitting there with a bottle of water and a bottle of Iron Brew beside it on the stage. Sugary carbonated shite, mate, that are fucking as bad for kids and causes obesity. You know what I mean?
How can we get here? How can we get contact with some of these athletes in this fucking? I'm just like tagging them.
Come on, fuck, they're in enough trouble. That fuck, have you seen it there? There was a guy allegedly arrested for assaulting somebody in the Dalmarnock Tesco, and then there was somebody arrested at 6 o'clock yesterday morning.
For what?
I don't know, mate. It's embracing the East End life better than anything else, mate. The experiment's gone fucking tonto. And then, I'm sitting tonight, and this is a diving, come on, mate, at the newly refurbished Royal Commonwealth Pool in Edinburgh, I mean, and it's got Glasgow 2014, and I mean, yeah, fucking money here. This is supposed to be regenerating our city. I mean, you'd fucking BBC News the night before, the Royal Scottish Yacht Association decided that maybe Glasgow could benefit a marina, which I'm sure the good folk of Dalmarnock, Easterhouse and Castlemont are fucking delighted about, that they can part of £200,000 of brands that style yachts in the Clyde, mate. You know, so we've got this fucking swimming pool redeveloped in Edinburgh, and I thought about it, and I mean, you're old enough to remember the Empire Games in Edinburgh, I mean, was Glasgow involved? I did a bit of Googling. They did a couple of events at Strathie Park, and that was it, mate. The rest of it stayed in Poxy fucking Edinburgh. Glasgow got fuck all off it. It's ridiculous, mate. I mean, you've got that velodrome, which, alright, it's good for cyclists, troopers that can fucking ride bikes, because nobody in that area will use it. And that's it. You know, you had the washing lines getting guarded yesterday by all the helicopters from Castlemilk and Calfkin Braes. That was used for a day and totally dismantled. Alright, they've left the track there. But there's no legacy. I mean, Manchester had a stadium with it. They get improved the tram system. Glasgow's had absolutely fuck all, mate.
Well, it's their fucking fault. It's Glasgow's fault, mate, for being run by a bunch of fucking fannies, you know what I mean?
I mean, as the Celtic side, it kicked out their own fucking ground for tours of fucking John Barrowman and Karen Dunbar and the green disco lights. Is that how fucking low your Celtic support is? Accepting that?
Right.
That fucking board were probably...
They're just chasing the money, mate. That's how... We've sat here for years laughing at the Rangers saying, oh, they're being run by spivs, mate. Fucking, we've been run by fucking spivs, mate, who have shafted us big time, mate. It's a fucking joke.
Well, the only people worse than the spivs, mate, the only people worse than Lobel and all these fucking... Well, he's just a puppet for them, isn't he? He's just a fucking... He just does what he's told by the board. The only folk worse than, mate, are these fuckers who just totally accept everything the board do. I'll challenge the board 99% out of 100 things they'll do, but I'll say 1%, I don't know what they're doing. You get these fuckers that just can't see by them and accept everything. And there's just too much to blame for me that accepting the ridiculous fucking product on the park. As I say, I was quite, you know, I'd seen the initial reports and the Norwegian press guys talking about this manager and all that. oh, how good he's going to be. And then I went, wait a fucking minute, if this guy, in the last couple of weeks, his body language and how he's talking, you don't know if this guy's been sold a pig in the fucking poke, or turn up, we'll give you money, and they'll turn up, well, you're going to have to sell you next. You know, if guys like Strachan and all that moved into that job and accepted it, mate, what does it tell you?
Well, do you know, I reckon, I mean, with what happened last season and how they scraped through it, and I think they must have reckoned, well, if we sell all our star players, then we can just forego having to play it and just get a nothing season, have a fucking nothing manager. We're going to fucking romp the league. Well, saying that, are we going to romp the league with fucking a clown like that?
To be honest, I mean, I've seen them. I've seen the game. I've seen the away game up in Iceland. I know it was much to look at, but I'm still waiting for this high tempo fucking energy on the ball. Listen, you can over all the chalkboards and blackboards in the world and send out guys to do something. Unless you've got the guys capable of fucking doing it, mate, that team's not even fucking fit enough. Let alone get the technique or the excellence on their football to do it, mate.
Somebody says Commons looked fat. Well, I was going to say, did you see it? But did you see Commons carrying a bit of fat on the radio tonight?
Well, I tell you, I seen the picture of him on the front page of the Celtic View, mate. I thought it was a double spread. I've not seen tits like that since Lucy Pinder was on page 3, mate. Who,
Commons? Did he put the beef on, aye?
Okay, mate. Okay, he's like me, mate. He smells a fucking mince round and he puts a stone on, doesn't he?
Fuck's sake.
He's another one that's he's got less than a year in his contract now, mate. He'll be sneaking at the door. Leicester's in for him again.
Where we going today? How can you take back control of that club, mate? How can fucking. I just want to think about Palace. Celtic's too hard to think about, mate. It's easy to just. It's not easy to think about Palace. It's just Celtic's just a head fuck, mate. I mean, who fucking needs it?
There's guys, right? There's guys.
I only want football for one thing, Parrot, right? One thing, right? Do you know why I love football, right? And do you know why I love the World Cup, right? I sit here and play football. I love football. See, for the enjoyment, right? And the reason why I'm turned away from Celtic, you see when it gets to the bit when you're not enjoying it, right? And thing, mate, that's a bit that Disney. I mean, having all this thing, mate, I would just. But Celtic, I suppose, yeah, I mean, fucking hell. Get rid of the board, mate. Fucking Lawwell's a clown, mate. He's a fucking...
I know guys, I say to you the other night, I know guys, they're political minded me, and I text him that obviously the terrible news that Celtic fans have been attacked in fucking Poland. I text, I say, listen, just keep your heads up. If you can through to Edinburgh next week, just watch. There was a big squad of them all living down in Leith. And the boy, I wouldn't name him, maybe listening, and the boy come back and went, okay, he says, I'm not going back. He says, no, with a beat on, carry on. And he's very passionate. He's probably politically due when it comes to what's happening in the Middle East, etc. But the whole season ticket money, mate, and that's a very frustrating thing.
There was people on the huddle board giving tickets away. I think I might scoop up a free ticket and fucking blag a train through to Edinburgh. Blag a train through Edinburgh, get a free ticket.
Well, what you do is get it, leave the motor at Bellsill, go on the Chutka train at Bellsill, mate, and get off just at the edge of Edinburgh, and you walk down, and you don't get any inspectors.
I'll be wearing the full Shabbat kameez, mate. I'll be dressed up. I'll be a cross between an Afghan and a fucking kaftan, mate.
Have you still got that scarf on me, by the way?
I've got two, mate. I promise you, man. I've still got two.
Good stuff.
Still got it, mate. You look at part, mate. It's the old Yasser Arafat scarf. I've got that, and then the flag, mate. That and the flag, and then the Shabbat Kabal. How do you say it? But you know the way the Afghans wear it. I'll wear that, mate. Just go through there.
I've got a fantastic pair of fucking Prada sunglasses. I'll give you for the night, mate. You can batter on through, chief. But no, so apart from that, mate, it's fucking. I'm still waiting to see Deco if he's doing it Hampden, doing the athletics and all that, mate. Right, and he's over the Canadian soup takers. He's doing nearly that lot. West Brits North. That's where the Canadians are. Fuck's sake. They're all there living the crown. Should be like America and just fucking do a Ho Chi Minh. Don't accept anything for fucking Britain. Cut all ties.
Fuck, if somebody got there. 3-0 is good. 3-0 is not beyond us.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, listen, it is, mate, but we shouldn't be in that fucking position. And who's going to score the 3 goals? Apart from McGregor, there's nothing there. I'm just, when I seen that guy's team tonight, and I went, oh, there's this fucker. You know, this guy, this pedestrian who, you know, you win your Champions League games, you win guys fighting each other and training to get a fucking start. And this guy's sitting in the Cardiff reserves 3 days ago, and then it's, oh, by the way, mate, you're playing the Champions League qualifier for Celtic. You burst out fucking laughing, wouldn't you? As I say, the thing that's really going to be, there's 2 ways I can see this going now, is that it'll carry on a wee bit longer, is where John Collins goes, because there's John Collins sitting there going, I've slid in the door here. You know, this guy could get a fucking sack and I might get the job temporary and prove I can do, because John Collins will probably do a good job, you know, once he gets, I'm surprised he's took that role, mate.
You rate John Collins?
See, for fitness, see, anything after Lennon is a blessing to me, mate. I just didn't rate Lennon on the path or off it. But
no,
you don't know.
You're still fucking hooked about it. He's well gone, mate. You're still fucking going on about and bumping your gums. Forget about him. This is fucking therapy, mate. We don't.
What about if he goes to South Korea, big Kia, poor bastard? He'll be sitting there having a bit of fucking aubergine curry in his night room when fucking old Lennon turns up. Something inside so strong in a Korean karaoke bar, the big man will fucking crack.
Send him to North Korea, mate. That's North Korea. Get him a North Korean job, mate.
I've been off there, mate. That's a crazy bit of the road, I tell you. You'd fucking love it there, Chief.
Oh. Right.
You know, not half, mate. But listen, you better cut me off and get somebody decent on or get some tunes on, mate.
I'm about to phone North Korea, mate. Before every cunt starts singing themselves out there.
Oh, by the way, the CIA Twitter account just posted a very interesting stuff about volcanoes, mate. That's what an account that is, by the way. It's magic. We end up as mad as yours. I missed Jonathan last night. I'm gutted. I was tuned in, I know.
Oh.
Did he spent any David Icke-isms or anything before I go? Did I miss any?
He was fucking backing up the Zionist almost. He was a bit of a moral equivalence coming in. He was giving it fucking the same fucking, like, I'll hear you. I put him in his place, but nah, God love him, mate. He's a good boy, so I've not had that against him that he's half a Zionist. But when I threw that in it and being a Zionist, he fucking, I'm not a Zionist.
I mean, see, you might bag a couple of tickets for you and your boy. Public Enemy's playing this week.
Whereabouts? In the tune, aye?
In the tune. Aye, they're in the tune, mate.
Oft.
Aye, alright, gaze a wee bit of old tones for us to look back to listening, mate, alright?
Alright.
Listen, honestly, great to have the shows back, mate. Absolutely fantastic, and I'll talk to you soon, Mucky, alright?
Hail, mate, right.
Alright, God bless, pal. Ta-ra.
Speak soon, bye-bye. Right, we're phoning Israel now. Let's phone the legal Zionist entity. That 555 number's busy.
תודה שהתקשרתם. מיד נתפנה ונשמח לענות לשיחתכם.
אוקיי, פניות לשכת ראש הממשלה, שלום, מדבר שניר.
Hey, how you doing? Shalom, Ken.
שלום.
Shalom. Is Benny there?
לא שמעתי?
Benjamin, is he about?
הגעת ללשכת ראש הממשלה, למוקד פניות.
You speak Scottish or English or French?
עברית.
Sorry?
עברית.
Sorry, is Benjamin Netanyahu there? It's Tommy Gold, El Presidente Ecosse. I'm in... Are you there? Can you hear me?
הגעת למוקד לשכת פניות ראש הממשלה, אדוני.
Do you speak English?
אני מדבר עברית.
Who?
עברית אני מדבר.
Did you watch a game tonight? It was fucking woeful, wasn't it? I'd sack that deal here. But listen, enough about the football. Is Benjamin Netanyahu there, please? It's Tommy Gold, El Presidente of El Scotus. Conto McFronto, don't you hang up on me. I'll fucking hang up on you before you hang up on me.
תודה שהתקשרתם. מיד נתפנה ונשמח לענות לשיחתכם. אנו מתנצלים על ההמתנה ונערכים לשרת אתכם בהקדם. תודה שהתקשרתם.
מוניות לשכת ראש הממשלה. שלום, מדבר שניר.
Yeah, it's Ken there. It's Tommy here.
Hello.
Yes, can you speak English? Scottish?
עברית.
Who? Who's a freak?
עברית, אני מדבר עברית.
No, can you speak English? Seriously, come on.
אני מדבר עברית, אדוני.
Who?
עברית.
You're cussing at me, aren't you? You're just taking a single fish. Come on, I know you speak English. Put the last on for last night. She was better than you.
אתה רוצה להשאיר הודעה ללשכת ראש הממשלה?
No. We're in Beit Tanoon saying, fucking come ahead, you Zionist fuck pigs.
אם אתה רוצה אני יכול להשאיר הודעה.
He's can only kill little children.
לא הבנתי?
Bomb little children, is that all you are? You're just fucking Nazi scum, aren't you? Nazi. Kid, no, you don't know English. He's a Nazi fuck pigs. Come on down to Beit Tanoon. Come on down to Beit Tanoon. Come and see me, you fucker. No, you fucking cuss me. You fucking Ben-Chod sister fucking Zionist prick. You fucking hung up now. Go fuck yourself. You fucking Zionist prick.
Do not stand at my grave and weep.
But hold on, Tony Kenny. The reason why I took Tommy Gold was because I was chasing down Mr. Chuck Green. I'd already cornered the market of Mr. Craigie Boy White. And then, as I was about to steal the kludgy and fully liquidise it and pay the taxpayers' money that was due, I was in touch with, what do you call those fandans, Duff and Duffer. And just before I could get in there, Chuck Green, I mean, you couldn't make the fucking thing up. They'd been shafted by a white and then a green comes in. So I had to do the honourable thing and call myself Mr. Gold. As you put there, yes, I could own my own colony of land with a name like Gold. But hey, this is the burden that we've got to, everybody's got a burden, that I mean, so mine's has got to be Tommy Gold. I was thinking of actually going to deed poll this week and call myself Tommy Palestine. But I still harbour, since I still have Craigie Boy White's number and Chuckle's Green number, I still harbour ambitions to get down in a room with Mr. Green and White and then myself with a wee microphone. It'll be the Green, White and Gold interview, but we've got to have these dreams. We all need to have dreams, Tony boy. The other dream is to get you on phoning in sometime, I suppose. Right, here we go. Beautiful tune.
I am not there.
Right. And God willing, if I'm ever in my grave and you ever get to see it, then do not cry, I'm not there. Light up a wee smile on your face and say, hope for that daft bastard's up in heaven somewhere. Don't cry.
Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. Do not stand at my grave and cry when Ireland lives. I do not die. A woman's place is not at home. The fight for freedom, it still goes on. I took up my gun until freedom's day. I pledged to fight for the IRA. In strip searches were a British crime, degraded me, but they could not see I'd suffered this to see Ireland free. Gibraltar was the place I died. McCann and Savage were by my side. I heard the order so loud and shrill of Patcher's voice. Said shoot to kill. So do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. Do not stand at my grave and cry. When Ireland lives, I do not die. When Ireland lives, I do not
Right, we're halfway through the show now, and let's see. Right, I'll take it. By the way, I finally got to the end of The Wire. I got to the end of The Wire. We'll play this for... Who's in there? What did I see there? Is that the Bull Yampy? I'll play this for Yampy, who's appeared in the chat room. God bless you. I take it you're American? See, I'm part American myself. Maybe that's why I'm so fucking crazy and doolally. Well, so the story goes anyway. On my father's side, my granny on his side, well, his mom, my granny, had a liaison with an American soldier called Swanson. But it was probably the milkman called Wee Billy for fucking the Gilshy Hill. But anyway, if the story was true, then that's me a quarter American, isn't it? God help the Americans.
The Cadillac stood by the house and the Yanks they were within. And the tinker boys they hissed advice but were with a pen. When we turned and shook as we had a look in a room where the dead man lay. So big Jim Dwyer made his last trip to the shores where his fathers lay. But 15 minutes later we had our first taste of whiskey. There was uncles giving lectures on ancient Irish history. The men all started telling jokes and the women they got frisky. By 5 o'clock in the evening every bastard there was pissy. Pretty well gone away, there's nothing left to say. Farewell to New York City boys, the Boston and PA. He took them out with a woolen clout and I often heard him say, I'm a free-born man of the USA. He fought the champ in Pittsburgh and he slashed him to the ground. He took on tiny when the fight was right, so they sent him to the war. Very well gone away, there's nothing left to say. We're staunching Joe and Aaron gone, my love's in America. The calling of the rosary, Spanish wine from far away. I'm a free-born man, love the USA. Yeah! You I'd always love you, I always did, I always will. Fairly well gone away, there's nothing left to say. But say adieu to your eyes as blue as the water in the bay. Took big Jim toward a man of war who was often heard to say, I'm a free-born man of the USA. I'm a free-born man of the USA. I'm a free-born man of the USA.
On my breast, and the green and white upon my chest. It's such a joy for us to see, 'cause I play football the Celtic way. It's been 10 years, long time indeed. We stood with pride and took defeat. Our beloved team, our ancient ground has been rebuilt, a club reborn.
Sure, it's a grand old team to play for. Sure, it's a grand old team, begad. When you read its history, it's enough to make your heart grow sad. God bless them, we don't care if we win, lose or draw. Darn the hair we care, because we only know that there's going to be a show, and the Glasgow Celtic will be there. It's the best darn team in Scotland, and the Plaguers all are grand. We'll support the Celtic as they are the finest in the land. We love them, we'll be there to give the boys a cheer when the league flag flies, and the cheers us up when we know the Scottish Cup is coming home to rest at paradise.
In Derry's hills they mourn the song.
Right, back with a call in 2 minutes. Oh, wrong button. Press the wrong button.
That flame he carried still burns on. forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Your tyranny is dying fast. For goose lives on forever. O guardian of our hills and dales, their own and very love you well. No tortured in that age blood cell. For goose lives on forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Your tyranny is dying fast. For goose lives on forever. The scourge of Ireland's enemies, the SAS and IUC, unconquered still, your spirit's free. For goose lives on forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Your tyranny is dying fast. For goose lives on forever. Brave Francis Hughes, we're with us yet. Your murderers we will not forget. They feared you then, they fear you yet. For goose lives on forever. Freedom's gun has come at last. Justice for injustice past. Your tyranny is dying fast. For goose lives on forever. Goose lives on forever.
A blinding flash of white light lit up the sky over Gaza tonight. People running for cover, not knowing whether they're dead or alive. They came with their tanks and their planes, with ravaging fiery flames, and nothing remains. Just a voice rising up in the smoky haze. We will not go down in the night without a fight. You can burn up our mosques and our homes and our schools, but our spirit will never die. We will not go down in Gaza tonight. Women and children alike, murdered and massacred night after night, while the so-called leaders of countries afar debated on who's wrong or right. But their powerless words were in vain, and the bombs fell down like acid rain. But through the tears and the blood and the pain, you could still hear that voice through the smoky haze. We will not go down in the night without a fight. You can burn up our mosques and our homes and our schools, but our spirit will never die. We will not go down in Gaza tonight. will not go down in the night without a fight. We will not go down in Gaza tonight.
Right, so we're back live here, live to the planet at 12:43. Seems later than that. I suppose I started an hour earlier. Yeah, I suppose you start an hour earlier. Right. Normally I play some tunes for about half an hour. I'm just starting to speak at 12:30. Oh. Okay. Right, Liam has just phoned in, and we're going to phone Liam back in a few secs. But before we do that, I just want to make a wee quick call to the US of A to see if I can speak to someone here. 2 seconds. Right.
Thank you for calling the Jewish Advocate. Our office is currently closed. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. Our email addresses are your party's first name and...
Right. There's no Jewish Advocate to talk to, which is pretty much a shame. Obviously the Devil's Advocate. Well, from the Huddle Board, God bless the Devil's Advocate from Huddle Board who got his Craigie Boy White's number. Or the Devil's Advocate is in jail, what do you call him? What's his name again? Gianni Di Stefano. He got jailed, didn't he, the mad bastard? Gianni Di Stefano. Tunnel vision. I was surprised I actually got that number there. I wanted to get... right, okay, I suppose then. Right, instead of wasting time looking for get the number there, continue. What we'll do, we'll just put a wee start of a song and then I'll get Liam on the phone within a minute. Is this working? It's all crashed now, hold on. Nothing's moving. The Jewish Chronicle has frozen everything. Right, if you're there, stay there. Right. Phone us over. There. Right, come on, what's happening here? Right. The Jewish Chronicle has frozen my computer. So stay there to see what's going down. I can't do nothing. Shock warning. Shockwave flash may be busy. Right, we keep pressing that. Right, so we'll close this. If this would close, then we'd be cooking. Right, so I can't do nothing here. Everything's frozen here. I can't get into my DJ console. I think I've been hacked by the Jewish Chronicle. How can I get out of this? I don't want to stop the plugin. If I stop the plugin, well, maybe it's just that one. Stop me if I stop that one. Gonna fucking close your fucking stupid internet. Come on, close. Right, hold on, I think I should stop the plug-in for that one then. But if that might... Right, if the show stops then I'll get it back up and run. But this fucking thing here... It's just not closing. Right, hold on. Shit, we might be in trouble. If the show... If it goes, I'll open one back.